Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Daniel G. Garza, and this is another episode of Put It Together Conversations. Thank you for joining us. I want to welcome all of our friends on Facebook, whatever one of the channels you're watching us. If you'll do me a favor, will you reshare this video so your friends can catch up and check it out? If you're watching us on LinkedIn, you can also share it. If you're watching us on YouTube, do me a favor, will you scroll down and hit that subscribe button and like the video and help us out. And if you're watching on Twitter, will you retweet this for us and let folks know that you're watching? My original scheduled guest could not make it here today. It's not available, but I didn't want to let the 5 o'clock show go without any conversations. So I asked my director, partner in business, and partner in life, Mr. Christian Paul Ramirez. Hi, hon.
Hi.
See, this I've taught you nothing. Always be camera ready.
No.
I never taught you that? Oh.
No, that's what actors learn. I'm not an actor.
But you're a director. You should always be camera ready.
Directors are behind the camera, not in front of it, darling.
Always be camera ready.
No.
How are you, babe? Well, my guest didn't make it today. And
did she send anything?
No, but I know that I think there was a launch on her, she's an actor, director, writer. I think there was a launch in one of her things. So I wonder if she confused times or got caught up in that, which is fine. I mean, we can always schedule. It's no big deal. But this gives us a chance to just kind of, I guess, talk about what we're working on and what's going on with us. For those of you that follow Lilmesican Productions, know that we have 3 shows on the air. On Wednesdays, you can catch the Christian and Daniel show, which we are moving this week to a new time.
Yes. We're moving to a new time. 6 o'clock Pacific time, 9 o'clock Eastern time.
Yes.
And everyone in between can figure it out.
Because we realized that some of our friends on the East Coast, 7:30 p.m. Was hi, Stella. How are you doing, sweetie? Thank you for joining us. Don't tell him that. It'll go to his head. But we realized that 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time was a little late for our Eastern Coast friends, and they wanted to join in the conversation. So we moved it down to 6 p.m. so that they can join us and be part of the show. And then on Fridays, we have the Card Devo, which is the card reading show. And we moved that one also to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time earlier on Fridays so that everybody can join in. So
yes.
It's an hour of readings and faces, and that way everybody can join in. And then on Saturdays, today we have Put It Together Conversation, 2 shows, one at noon and one at 5 Pacific Standard Time. And then sometimes we have occasional special shows. Do you want to tell them what the Christian and Daniel show is about?
Yes.
Do you know what the Christian and Daniel show is about?
Yes, Daniel, I do. The Christian and Daniel show is on Wednesdays at now it's new time, 6 p.m. It's an hour-long variety show with just Daniel and I doing what we're doing right now, talking about our lives, catching people up on stuff, interacting with our people who are watching and their conversations and their comments. We love to get lots of comments and stuff just like that. It helps us. It makes the show more interesting. And sometimes now we have a new optional new format where we can have an optional guest.
Yes.
And our last guest was Gabe Lido. And it was quite fun. And we got a really good reaction with him. So we'll have to bring him back on.
Well, which actually he just
Daniel show.
He got us. He sent me a message telling me that he went back into Facebook jail.
Oh, so it's Obag. Oh, I can't remember. Obel
Lido.
Odal Obag. Something like that. Old bag. We'll just call him Old Bag right now.
But yes, for anybody that's watching this particular video.
Oh, my God. I got to say, that movie that's frozen on my TV screen, I get so angry, folks, when I see people bad acting, and they're cast in a film on Amazon Prime, and they're horrible. The acting, it's worse than the William Shatner School of Acting. It is so horrible. I'm watching it and I just get irritated because I keep going, Daniel has all this acting talent and these idiots are getting cast in movies. Blonde hair, blue eyes. Oh, it makes me so mad. It frustrates me because I'm like, Daniel could do a better job than all these idiots. And they're getting paid, studio SAG minimum to be in that film, which is a lot.
But
and
for folks that
good. They stink. It's a horrible film. I can't even know the name.
For folks that don't know, what do you refer to as the William Shatner School of Acting?
Oh, but wait, there's more. Yes, and then you have to be plastic. We'll get out of this. Don't you worry. We'll be saved.
Christian, I'm scared.
Yes?
I'm scared.
I'm terrified.
I'm happy.
I'm so scared. In fact, I'm going to explain my fear to you because I'm such a bad actor. Let me explain. We are up against monsters, and the monsters have claws, and they like blood. And that's what they do. I'm even doing more expression with my eyes than they are in this movie. And I need to close my eyes almost to be as bad as they are. It is so horrible. And I love sci-fi fantasy type stuff. And
Well, if you want some acting tips and you're watching this, you should watch the episode right before this. We had Mr. John Swanbeck, who is my acting coach.
They all need to see him.
He was giving us
Dear God, the less is more.
So passionate and supportive. Yes, he's very passionate.
It upsets me to no end that these incompetent actors get hired. What was the casting agent? Was there a casting agent? Maybe they just showed up and they just said whoever's on the lot gets a lead role in our film.
Who wants to be who wants to be the hero?
I digress. It's tough when you're involved with an actor because you see so many roles and so many things they're better than these people. Why are these people getting cast? It's difficult. It's just like watching, if you have a partner who does gig work or freelance and you see someone getting jobs they could get, but they're really bad at it. And you're like, but they're getting paid to be really bad. You're like, what's going on? What's wrong with this world? There's something wrong here. So anyway, I digress. I apologize. I saw it on the camera, that horrible frozen moment of whatever bad acting they're doing at this point. I think they just got beat up. Or they're saying, we're leaving because you're dishonest. Bye. And then fake wings sprout out and they leave.
Oh.
Yes. It's so
we'll have to off camera. You can tell me what movie it is.
I fast forwarded through most of it. I know it's a bad movie when I fast forwarded through over 50 minutes of it. I'm like, please end. Please end. Where's the ending? I kept hoping it would get better. The fights, I hope the action scenes would be good. When you're a bad actor, you can't even act out that.
Nope.
Anyway, it was. But the Christian and Daniel show is fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you
I don't usually go on a tirade like that on the Christian and Daniel show.
Yeah.
But I do like to interrupt Daniel quite a bit when we're on that show. I'm not doing it now. And I don't want to interrupt Daniel on this show because this is really his show, not my show.
But
everyone tell me, you don't think that picture behind him is crooked? Tell me in the comments.
It's not crooked,
isn't it?
It doesn't not
be crooked, but it looks crooked.
It looks crooked, but it's not crooked.
But
maybe I'm sideways. Sideways.
We just
I'm crooked.
There you go. You have to look at Daniel sideways to see that he's not, to see if he's straight.
For all the folks joining us just now, yes, you This was originally we were gonna interview a guest, but she couldn't make it, so Christian jumped in just to fill in the space so we could talk for a little bit. And we are telling you, I guess we took this opportunity to tell you folks about all the shows that we have on the Little Mexican Productions, and we're talking about It Looks Crooked. It only looks crooked. It's not
so
crooked.
We're not crazy, Daniel. We're not crazy, okay?
It only looks crooked.
You need to acknowledge.
But if you would like to be a guest on the on the Christian and Daniel show and just come and talk about your week and
join us in our weird conversations and the directions we go in.
Yeah. Hey, sir, how are you doing?
Yeah, you see.
It is not crooked. I'm not. Stop it, all of you. Do not encourage him.
I'll tell you, everyone. Daniel keeps saying
encourage him.
He says it's painted crooked. That's why it looks crooked.
I didn't say it was painted crooked.
It's not painted crooked. It's crooked.
It is not. It only looks crooked in the angle of the camera. It's not.
It's as queer as me. It's as queer as me. It is crooked. That thing ain't straight. Okay?
Look, I know that in this house, nothing is straight, but
only I could say that. Only we can.
This picture is okay. So tell me when it's not crooked. Which way is it crooked? This way or that way?
You have to put as I'm looking at it, the left side needs to go down. No, now you made it really crooked. Okay, no, now you've gone too far. You're being a brat. There, down a little bit more. Nope, now it went backwards on its own. Nope, the other way. The other way. It keeps going back, so it needs to be moved on the nail. No, the other way.
I feel like I'm in those weights at the doctor's office. Like,
you mean on the scale?
Yes.
Where they just keep doing it higher and higher and higher, and you're like, no, go back the other way. Which is the same comment. That's still crooked. Now it's worse. Oh my gosh, forget it. We'll work on it later. I'm making the director call. No. Oh, no, it's even worse. Oh, and for us OCD folks, oh my Lord, it drives me nuts every time I see it. That's the best. That's better than it was.
That's where it was in the beginning.
No,
it went back to
again. Everyone, let Daniel know it was not like that when we first came on.
If you're watching this, did it not just go back to the original spot?
Ridiculous.
It went back to the original.
Daniel's so crooked he couldn't even see that it wasn't straight.
I can't even see straight anymore.
You're so crooked.
It happened after 50. Yeah. So if you are watching and you say, "Hey, I want to come in and join in on a conversation," maybe you want to join. Maybe you want to launch your own podcast. Maybe you wanted to be on a show, and so send us a private message, and let us know that you want to come on, and we'll let you come on. And then on Fridays we have the Card Devo, and at 5:00, and it's a whole hour of just card readings. You can just join in the thread of any of the pages, and
type in me, and Daniel will do his best to get to you. It's better. It's not straight, but it's better, much better. Well, better.
It's exactly the same space.
It is not exactly the same.
It was the same.
Delusional.
I don't know why Estella is.
You need to get your glasses on, baby. Mm-hmm. See, you still can't see it because your glasses are crooked too.
Shut up. And then on Saturdays we're here, and we have.
I saw that nice compliment from WCG. The female. It was from a very nice woman. Said that we did really good in our interview with Steve. Like she was very impressed, and that she thought I'd be the quiet, because you're such a big mouth.
Oh yes.
Grabber, which is I think exactly what she said verbatim. Daniel's a big mouth attention grabber. That I thought his partner would be kind of a quiet, in the shadows type. But you're not. But Christian, you're not at all. You are quite engaging and very. One moment. And very, very attractive and engaging.
Is that what she said? Very attractive.
Yeah, I think that's like her exact quote that she said. Daniel's an attention grabbing, attention whore grabbing. And I'm only kidding. But basically, she said she thought you would have be with someone who's a 180 from you, who's really quiet and demure. And she didn't realize that was not the case with us.
No.
That we're both attention whores.
Not the least. And I'm looking for the interview as we speak.
All about me. All about me. No.
Where is the interview?
I got the link. I just haven't gone to it yet. I did the interview, so I kind of know what it was like.
I posted it on my personal page. And
of course you did. Why wouldn't you post your own interview on your page?
Now I can't find it. Was it right? Oh, here it is. Let me find it. So we got to, well, tell them a little bit about why we were interviewed for this.
We were interviewed. I was interviewed as Daniel is HIV positive, cancer survivor, ostomy liver, living with an ostomy, and ostomy liver. That sounded weird. And he's a long hauler, and he's also an advocate. So he was chosen to be interviewed for all of those things. And I was chosen to be interviewed for being a caretaker, being championing the caretaker's voice, championing what caretakers go through, and that many caretakers end up with PTSD from the caretaking. And that if we don't acknowledge our need for mental health, our need to acknowledge our mental health and our state of being, particularly after we're done caregiving, whether the person, whether the person expired or whether the person lived, it doesn't matter. You still have the trauma of all the caretaking and all the things. And, I lost Daniel 3 times throughout my caretaking with him. And so I am appropriately traumatized. I watch things and they'll trigger me and I'll just start crying uncontrollably. And I'll just be, and I won't know, it seems like it comes out of nowhere. But there are things that'll trigger me. I'll see ambulances, sometimes just seeing an ambulance and having them stop nearby I get scared. I start to feel that panic I felt when they drove up to take Daniel to the hospital because he was bleeding out. So, and I think about it and it makes me get teary-eyed right now. Like it's tough. I have PTSD. So that's why I react this way. Just talking about it makes me crazy.
The page is called WCG Clinical, and on all the boards you should see the link now if you want to check it out. But you can check out the interview there, and then and then we've been invited to be part of a board at a national level for caregivers and patients. So that's pretty exciting.
I would not appear like this for that meeting.
No. Which I need to reply to her. I haven't had a chance to reply. The other thing that's going on right now is I know this is going to be self-serving, but it's my book.
There you go.
Right there, my book. So for those of you watching, my book is out. I launched. It's on what is it? A soft launch? Is that what they call it?
Soft launch.
It's on a soft launch, and then it officially goes out for pre-sale on the 31st.
And this is the first of Daniel's Bunny series, books for children.
Hopefully, yeah. And the link is already in the thread, so if you're watching, you can check it out in the thread. But you can go to the website and pre-order. It's in softcover and hardcover, so paperback and hardcover. It's
a really great book to work with your kids with, or if you have nieces and nephews, or if you have children you like to gift with books.
But or
if you just like having a kid's book on your bookshelf.
One of the things that the adults that I've read it to say is that it's a great introduction into meditation or how to self-discover. So if you want to get into meditation and you think it's too hard, this is kind of a nice little intro. It gives you a little intro into it. So, well, I don't see my guest showing up at all.
20 minutes is long enough.
Yeah. So I think we can call it for the day, and think we're good
it's
with.
Hot in my house. I need to put my AC on.
And I'm kind of hungry too, and I think at this point the vaccine is kicking in, so it's a good time to go and relax.
He got his second shot. That's what he said.
I got my second shot. Yeah.
And you still haven't taken the Band-Aid off?
Well, because it hurts.
Just pull it off.
It hurts.
That's the point. Pain is beauty, and beauty is pain.
Well, they encouraged me to take Tylenol for 2 days, so I'm going to take another Tylenol later tonight.
Oh
And
my Lord. Don't take anything. Just grin and bear it, baby. Stop being so cute.
I'm not as strong as I used to be. Oh, you know what I am excited about, and I showed you before we started, is my new tarot cards, the ones that I just bought. So, movie tarots, which is really cool. I'm excited to use these on the card Devo, and the Golden Girls tarot, which is so cool.
Which would be interesting to see.
I haven't opened it yet, so I'm going to open it later, probably on Friday. And
yeah, with your show that deals with cards.
Yes, that would be a good place to do that.
The card Devo.
Well, thanks for stepping in, babe. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. I love you, babe. And
for a little bit.
It's my pleasure. I look like Hades, and this is showered and cleaned up, and I still feel like I look like I just woke up.
And I still pretend to love you. So there you go. All right.
You heard it here first, folks.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
All right, folks. For everybody who joined us for these couple of minutes, 20 minutes, thank you for joining. This is the Put It Together Conversations. I'm your host, Daniel G. Garza. I hope my guests can make it back another time. For now, I want to thank you for watching. Remember, if you are looking in the threads, there are a couple of things on there. It's the interview that Christian and I did for WCG Clinical as a couple, patient and caregiver. And then there's the link to my book if you want to go check out. And it's on pre-sale now, Grubby Bunny and the Color Game, illustrations by Jennifer Gatch and Vivian Gatch. So go check that out. For now, I want to thank all of you for watching. Please join us on Wednesday for the Christian and Daniel show at 6 p.m., our new time. And we'll see you folks there. Until next time, put it together.